Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister...
Revelio!
Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Revelio! I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he
does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no... His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. I've never heard anyone else speak of it. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no...
Understood. But why?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin. One of the... Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying up.
Really?
Like the blasting. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell.
A proper magical education ought to...
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells, to be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery form, but you should learn it. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say...
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to...
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's some...
This is exactly the type of magic.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Haven't been here in some time.
I'm sorry about your sister.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Well, meeting a new student will be precise.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way,
I'm not sure where to start.
you said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake.
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are
Gringotts. When were you...
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack.
A portkey?
Well, it's all a bit
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so... I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you. A bit more time practicing. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, when I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe...
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. Did you just come from the Undercroft?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumble. You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not... My father is friends with the headmaster. I'm not...
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say it. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my...
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself... Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Revelio.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Potions is dull and charms is dying. Nothing's as clever as playing my hand.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Nice to see you again.
Like what?
I'd like to ask you,
What would you like to?
would you mind,
You've like... You would not.
how did you...
So I eventually I shall live out my days here in Keem.
What sorts of things do you sell? What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you again for delivering those potions. Hopefully Pippin's quality will meet mine and my client's expectations.
Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. 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 That's that. Settled. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I'm told that lad... Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
I'd like to ask you about changing.
Of course.
Actually, Hogsmeade, here I come.
Come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
If we can't even agree, betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet.
Potato!
Perhaps I shall scout around Felcroft for something to poach.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Revelio.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named. Nothing to poach in Arranshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me. Legs are far too brittle. I tell you this.
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Ah, but if the air is cool, it always takes longer. This had better not be a trick. One in the... Slippery little shrike, aren't you? It isn't.
Assignment's all finished. Potato!
Oh, too hard.
Expelliarmus! Defender!
What's that?
Lumos. Revelio.
Child's play. Reducto! Show yourself! You've nowhere to hide! Potato! Expulso!
Expelliarmus.
Coward! Fight me fairly! And I haven't even... Reducto!
Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we could steal some beasts from the pens at Hogwarts.
Confringo.
May have an intruder.
Is that the best you can do? Think you can sneak away from under my own eyes?
Leviosa.
What? Release me! I thought you'd at least hold Reduct! Potato!
Accio. Revelio.
What have you done?
Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
What are you up to now?
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed...
Pleased to hear it. I'll be sure to let her know how well...
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you... Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice... When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snooswort.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as...
I was wondering.
How lovely of you to ask. After graduation...
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked.
Well, he never... At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut... Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that... The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but...
And that's when you took over as the...
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo, within a week he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese...
What a string of bad...
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say, upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to... He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperament. His resulting leave of absence.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology.
Very kind of you to say. Lovely speaking with you. Oh, and remember,
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about wouldn't listen to a word.
Listen, Professor, so much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower.
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I...
Until then. Beak.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 Brilliant. Revelio.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
What do you have in store for me this time? Hello.
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here?
Just exploring the country.
Aye. Nice to be... Bit of a wanderer. Name's Leopold Bab. Now, for someone like yourself who is... I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like... What do you say, my young friend?
Something to consider.
Aye. Let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for...
See if there's something you need. I shall hope to do business with you again. That's been a pleasure.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Why don't you have a little peruse? Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
Revelio. Protego. Stupid one. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
did you
Revelio.
get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I can...
Wonderful. I trust you became...
Yes, Professor.
If Black ever permits quitting. Well, with those tasks out of the way, pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Glacius!
There you go!
Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Glacius!
I think it's learned its lesson, but do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Glacius! Defendo! Confringo! Glacius!
Off on another adventure, are
Perhaps
Protego.
a hybrid. Bouncing
I've...
Wonderful. Just yesterday, I spent... Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving... Now, ready to learn Flipendo? You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so
Revelio.
here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo! 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 Incendio! Flipendo!
Now, where was I?
Professor,
Oh, how nice of you to ask.
that sounds lovely.
To some, yes. I used to dream. Mind you, it did take...
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each grow and... You see, as a child, I knew nothing. I spent a good deal of time
It does take a while to...
Precisely. And, in fact, a 7th year took me...
How fortunate.
I was indeed. Now, I'd best get to my recent...
Lovely to see you.